is our anesthesia machine. This machine is used for in the operating theater. It's using for the sedate the patient or the during the operation. If there is an issue of the patient, if they very hard to breathe, they will do intubation. So they will intubate the patient while they are doing operation. So this is the tubing they are using. So mostly now we are using the tubings of the anesthesia, and the ventilator is disposable. So one patient, one use only. So here I just want you to, I will teach you only the basic first on how to operate the machine, because this is your first time to see this machine. So the important of biomedical engineer is to know the basic operation of the machine. So before you become a biomedical engineer, so you should know familiar with medical equipment. Huh? So this machine is this anesthesia machine is they are using for the during operation. So as a biomed, we are maintaining the machine, doing preventive maintenance, doing repair if there is some issues, or if there is some complaint with the doctor, we will repair it. So this is the biomed, the work of the biomed. So before I will inform you this machine, the basic operation of the machine. You should know, always you should know the basic operation. So first you turn on the power. So connect the power. You have a power here. Connect the gases. So this is the same with the ventilator, but the difference only is there's a nitrous gas. So nitrous gas. So for the ventilator, you have two only. We have air and oxygen. So here, when we turn on the machine, we did not connect the gas. So once you will on and you are not connected with the gas, the machine will give you an error, no gas supply, no drive gas. So just now only we connect, just to make continue. So here, before we start the case of the patient, the user should do a basic test. This is the standard. So they are doing for basic check of the machine. If there is an issue during basic check, they will call biomed. So biomed will fix that problem. What is the issue? Biomed will fix. So here, what you will do is already written here. It's telling that seal the white piece. Here there is a white piece. You seal the white piece here in the plug. So next, install the manual bag. I installed already the manual bag. So this is the manual bag. Connect. And there is adjustment. Adjust APL to 75 centimeters. So APL, this is the APL. Straighten here, APL. See? So you just adjust only into 75. 50 and 75 centimeter of water. It's same as 2. 75. Then adjust all flow meter to 0. So you should make it this one is 0. All should be 0. There is no flow of oxygen or gases. The air or oxygen, there should be no flow during the basic check. Because we are checking the internal component inside. So what happened? Just wait. Huh? So here, this already the one you are doing during, even you are going to respond the call in the OR, you should do this procedure. So here, adjust APL to adjust all flow meter to 0. Set the auto manual to manual bulb. This is the manual and automatic. So this side is auto. This side is manual. So we are checking in the manual. We are checking both manual and automatic. But first we are check first in the manual. So set the auto manual switch to manual position. So we are on the manual position. So push the auto plus button until the power is the gauge. This is the power gauge. This is the power gauge. Then you press the auto. Press into power gauge is between 25 to 35. So here between 25 to 35. So we have put in the 30. So in between. So once you will reach the pressure, verify the bellows is not moving. So bellows is not moving. So if bellows move, turn the machine power off and call the service engineer. So this is the issue. If this moving, this one while you are pushing this button, and the bellows also going up, so meaning you have an issue of the patient module. So this time we push the auto flash, so it will not move to go down. If this power gauge is become down, meaning there is a leaking in your patient module. So for example, I will open this valve. See, it's leaking. So sometimes this one is broken. So there is an issue with the leak. So once this one is broken, this bulb, there is a leak. If it is small crack here, there is a leak. So now we will press again to 30. Should be this gauge is not moving, meaning the seal of your patient module is sealed. So that's at that time you can select to continue. So continue to process. Just continue. So it will test the machine automatically. So they will check if there is a leak, the valve is open or closed, or there is this one is the APL valve is sealed. So it will take only maybe around 5 to 10 seconds. So then it will give you a pass. It's pass. So after that one, meaning you don't have an issue of the machine. All is sealed. So there is no leak. So still the gauge is not coming down. So go to continue. And there is we just automatic circuit leak compliance test. So we are doing before in the manual. So now we are doing the automatic. So in the automatic, they will tell you that everything you want to do here in the screen. Adjust APL valve to SP position. So we are in the 75, so we will go to spontaneous SP position. So this is the SP position. So set the auto manual switch to auto position. So adjust all flow meter to 0. So we did not touch anything. Select to continue. So it's the same. Just select to So adjust flow meter to 0. Push the auto plus button to completely fill the bellows. So this time you should fill the bellows into full. So this is no pressure here, huh? So we should pull this one until push the button, the plus button input until to fill the bellows. So once it will fill the bellows, just time to select to continue. So we are checking the automatic. In the automatic, this one is not included. So this is for the manual. Because this is for the manual ventilation. So that's why we are checking the manual to know that there is no leak in the manual during you are doing for the manual. Because the doctor, there are two options. Once they will send it to the patient, they will use manual ventilation. Like, for example, there's a patient for sedation. So they want to split the vision. So they are doing manual. So that's why they have a option for the manual. So in the during, also how we will use the automatic. So the automatic ventilation is they're using for the during the patient will do a ventilation. So during the operation, they want support for the ventilator for the patient. They are doing this on ventilator. So here we are already in the pass. There you go. Hello. Yes. Fine. Yes, sir. Muhammad. Huh? I will say. Oh, okay. Ramadan is calling me. Let's wait. So here, it's already finished the automatic leak test. So it will tell you, the machine will tell you that the automatic leak test passed. So there is a gap for 70 ml liters per minute, the leakage only. But this is acceptable until 300 ml. So this one is 70. There is leak, but we don't know where's the leak. Maybe in the tubing. So in the tubing there is a dead space. So maybe the 70 ml is from there also. Or there is a small leak in the APL or in the bag or in the screw here. We don't know where's the leak, but it's very minimal. It's 70 ml acceptable. Until maximum is 350 ml. The machine can compensate until 350. More than no, you should check that leakage. So the system, the automatic circuit leakage compliance circuit, meaning this one. Circuit compliance. This 70 ml. So meaning from this one here, this is the leakage of the 70 ml. So system compliance valve is, the value is 1.4 ml centimeter of stock. It's very minimal also, 1.4 only in the system. System complete here, including this one. So including the patient module. So here it's already set the auto manual switch to manual position and select to proceed to continue. So here it's written here, set the auto manual switch to manual position and select to continue. With manual and then to continue. That's the basic operation of this machine during before using the patient. This is the basic operation as a biomed. So you will do it this one. Or if they have in the OR or they have anesthesia technician, they are the one doing this one. They are the one during coming in the 7 o'clock, or they will do this one every day to make sure that the machine is operational and no issue of the leakage. The test, the manual circuit test. So first we just seal the white piece. Okay, seal. Next, install the manual one, already installed. So adjust APL to 75. Then adjust all flow meter to 0. All flow meter, yeah, this is the flow meter, all 0. Set the auto manual to manual and push the until 25 and 35. It's in between, put in the 30. Then verify that the wheel is not moving, so we have, because it's already filled. Then verify the steps, wheel is moved, turn on, and then select proceed, continue. So this is moving. Continue. So automatic 70 compliance. Put in the SP position. Then set the auto manual to automatic position. Adjust odometer to 0. Push to 0 belows to fill. Okay. Select to continue. Okay. All compliance test is passed. Now go to continue. Now you are in the standby mode. So here we have vaporizer. What is the use of the vaporizer? So we have two types of vaporizer here. We have isochlorine, and we have also sevoflurane. So we have a vaporizer here. We call it vaporizer. The one anesthesia will refill. This is the anesthetic gas here. So this gas is the one using for the patient will go to sleep, or they have no pain like this. This is the use for that one. So here I will tell you we have a oxygen cell. What's that? The movie. So this machine have oxygen monitoring. So it's the same with our ventilator. We have oxygen monitoring here. It's the same this one. So here, this is the different type of. It's the same cell, but different connector only. We have a type of MOX1, MOX2, MOX3, MOX4. So this is MOX2. So this is MOX3. The difference was the connector. This is phone jack type, plug type, and the other one is the type, the connector is like a phone, telephone. So here is the phone jack, but it's the same. It's the same type of auto cell. So it's very easy. Just connect only this one and push into the hole. You heard the click sound, so it will not move.
Yes.
So that's the meaning it is already connected. So here we have ambu bag. We are calling this one ambu bag. The bag, we are calling this one as a manual bag. There is the bellows inside. This is the canister. So this is the meter, the POW in the pressure meter. So we have a flow meter here. We have monitoring of the oxygen. This is nitrous, and this is the air and the oxygen. So why there is two? This is for the wall mount. This is for the wall mount. This is for the external, for the cylinder. So if you see here, there is a backup cylinder here. The back here. So we can put that one air and oxygen and nitrous. So if there is sometimes if there is a failure of the oxygen central, For example, in the wall mount, there is no oxygen during the operation. So what they are doing for the technicians, they're in the OR, they will open the cylinder. So they will use the cylinder. So there is a backup always. So what in case that the wall outlet oxygen is failed, so there is always a backup. All anesthesia is like this. There is always a backup oxygen and air at the back and the nitros. So in case of so the operation will not interrupt it. So it will continues because operation is very dangerous. This is a very complicated situation during operation. While if there's something happen with the gases, so it also be there's a backup. So that's the backup is at the back. So here we have flow meter here. So what is the purpose for this flow meter? So during the purpose is only for the patient that need an air, oxygen or mixture of air during this patient don't need the intubation. They need only the air for the nasal mask. So this is the one you are using. So no need to put cylinder or gas in this one here. So in the anesthesia machine there's already ready for example the patient is the saturation of the patient will come down and they need oxygen at the same time during the operation. They will connect this one and connect to the patient nasal mask. Through nasal they will support the oxygen. So there's adjustment there. Depends on the doctor how many liters will flow, mixture of gas. So because sometimes they will give 100%, that's only giving oxygen. So if the doctor needs 100% oxygen, they will give 100%. If the doctor need the doctor need 50% only, they will open this to 10 and air also 10. So be 50-50. 10 oxygen and 10 liters also of the air. So it will become 50-50. They will deliver to the patient. So here there is, this is important also. If you see here, we have a tank here. So what is the use of this one? So this is for the scavenging system. So during the operation, they are using the gases. So if there is excess gas, where it will go? So it will not inhaled by the user or the. So what they are doing for this machine, they are putting a scavenging system. But there is two types of scavenging system in the hospital. There is active and there is a passive. So what we have here in our hospital, we have an active scavenging system. So active scavenging system meaning we have a machine to suck the gases. For the passive, there is only a hole and put the hose going to the wall and it will go to the air outside. But we have in our hospital, we have an active scavenging system. So there is a hose here. It will connect the hose here and connect in the wall like this. It will screw here. And there is also adjustment for the flow. How many flow you need to remove the gases, this excess gases. So there is a adjustment here. How many liters LPM? So this is very important for the anesthesia machine, this scavenging system, because once there is no scavenging system, the excess gas will be inhaled by the doctor and the nurses. So what will happen if the doctor will inhale this gas? They will sleep also. So that's the problem. So that's why they have a scavenging system. So here there is the same with the ventilator. I will give you the basic for the parameters of this anesthesia machine. So when you will touch this screen, you will put in the manual. It will not start when it will not start this ventilation if it's in the automatic position. So, see, if I will put in the automatic and then I will start here, it will not start. It will give you an alarm. Why no press gas? Ah, okay. There's no press gas because we need to open this one. So, let's out this one. So, it's the same with this also. Ventilator, there is a rate. So, rate for this one is, for example, 20. So, meaning 20 times they will breathe. This is the purpose. This is the rate. So, this is the volume. This is the rate. How many times inhale, exhale. This is the rate. And there is also an IA ratio. So, inspire, expire value. And there is a time pause. For example, there is a time, how many seconds. This is time pause. So limit, this is the limit. Pressure limit, pause. This is the pressure limit. So here, stop a bit. So here we have biomed maintenance for this one every 6 months. So the purpose of the maintenance for the machine is to prolong the machine. So it should be every 6 months you will change some parts. For example, dust filter. Here there is dust filter here we need to change. See, if you will not change what happens to dust filter like this, it will block. All is black with the. It will damage the component inside if you will not change the filter. So you should change the filter. We have also here. So this one, this is to the line. So this one there is no in the ventilator. So this is CO2 absorber. So during the patient inhale exhale, so it will go to this to the line and it will come back to the patient. Meaning the carbon dioxide already filtered this one here. And it will clean going to again to the patient. Because you cannot use the anesthesia machine without this to the line. This is very important for the patient because it will suffocate the patient to this carbon dioxide. So the purpose for this one is to filter the carbon dioxide of the patient during ventilation. So this one replacement every month, or it depends on the usage of the patient. It will become colorless, this one. The new is white. So once it will using, after how many patient or how many months, this one it will become this color. When it becomes this color, the user they should be changed this one. The nurses or the anesthesia technician in OR should be changed this one. So here, once you will remove, all is alarm. This alarm, see, CO2 absorber canister not lock. So, meaning, we remove, huh? We remove. Once you will return, just sit a bit in the rubber and close, and it will begin the alarm. So meaning once you will have alarm, they will call you because the user also sometimes they forget to lock. There's an alarm in the screen. You should check only this one. If there is CO2 absorber alarm, this one only. Because there is a limit switch here. It not touch. Meaning the limit switch is open. So meaning the alarm will appear here. So what is here? So here we have two types of gases. So we are using in our hospital is sevoflurane. This one is very rare, only we are using here. Sometimes, mostly here we are using this one, sevoflurane. But here, this one we should change every PA. During PPA, preventive maintenance, every 6 months, you should change all these gasket. This all gasket. It's very important. Because once there's a leak here, they will not give you delivered exact accurate reading for the gases. This is important. Because once they will put gases here, this doctor will, okay, I will give me one example, 2% of gas. Then they will give you only the message here, only one. Meaning that some gases was leak. It's not going to the tubing on the piping, going to this one here. It will not go here. So it's very important that this gasket here should be replaced every 6 months. But now in the new model, we have the new model now, this E9, Mindray E9. No need to change this all because this one is electronic. That one is electronic. Just push. I have here. I have one electronic vaporizer here. The new machine is different. See, different. This is for our old machine. For the new machine, E9 anesthesia machine, this is the vaporizer that you see. So there is electronic already. Once you will put in the machine, it will automatically lock the vaporizer. This vaporizer is automatically locked. So no need to do anything. So this is the new technology now. This is the old technology. So I will show you what is the inside of this anesthesia machine, and you should also familiar. Give me a screw. Screw. There. Screwdriver. Yeah, that's electronic. So we have only 2 screws here. Open the back side of this machine. So here, if you're familiar with the tubings, there's a color coding here, because it's very important that you will not interchange the tubings, because you know the size of the tubings. All sizes of the tubings is the same size. You can put this one in the another connection here, but this is not. It's very important that you do not interchange the tubing. For example, number 31 here should be connected. So, as a new biomed, your future biomed, so maybe you will work in the field or you will work in the hospital also. So it's very important for the anesthesia machine you do not interchange the tubings because it will happen big disaster. So here there is a color coding. There is an orange, there is a green, there is a brown, and there is a blue. So of course the blue color is what? Nitrous. So for the air, if you see that the air is white.
Orange and
Wait, air, yeah. If you see here, if you see this one here, there is a regulator here. There are 3 regulators here, meaning the regulator for this one, this inlet gases. So there is into O, air, and O2. So the if you see the into O and the O2 is the same color. See? But it's very dangerous to interchange. So the orange one is the air. See? If you see the air coming here. Air, orange. And the into O, the nitrous, also going this one here. And the oxygen, white, but the color here is also the same. Light green. Light green. No. I just reflection only. So the blue is like a blue color, light blue. So this is not the same color. This is green and this is the light blue. The light blue. So there are only 3 colors here. See, the light blue, orange, and the light green. So meaning this all green is passing with oxygen. All gases passes here as oxygen. So here, orange, all gases here is air. So the light blue, all gases is nitrous only. So it will mix only this one here, the flow meter. Once you will, this is the, where's the flow meter? So here, this is the flow meter here. See? The 3 bulb, this is the flow meter. It will mix only here the gases. Yeah, this is the one. So here, this one is the air, and this is the nitrous, and this is the oxygen. It will mix only in the after flow meter. Once you open the flow meter, it will mix the gases there. But here, no mixture of gas here in the tubing. So there is a regulator here. So what is the purpose of the regulator? So we have our supply gas is high pressure. This is not there is 2 types of supply gases. We have a high pressure and we have also low pressure. Meaning low pressure is already regulated. So for example, why we have a regulator here? The requirements of the gases here is 40 to 60 psi. So here, if you see here, this one is 40 to 87 psi. So this one also 40 to 87 psi. 40 to 87 is the same. So that's why there is a regulator here. The purpose is to regulate the pressure. What is the requirements? So this is the purpose of the regulator. So what else here is this, the electronic component is up the top. The battery is on the top. Once you will open here, we will open. So you see the what? side. I will show you the component. No, sure. Lock. This is the battery pack of the machine. So for the machine with the surgical equipment, it should have a battery backup. In case of failure of the power, you should have a solution. You have an option of the battery. It will. So here, if you see, we have two battery. This two battery, it will take 120 minutes. So it will finish the patient within 2 hours. It will take long last for this one for 2 hours. So the battery is here. This model A7, A5, sorry, A5. This model, the battery is here. For the Watto and the for the Watto, the battery is in the top, not there. So the different model, different placement of the battery. So if you see this one, this is the A5 machine. So I know already the battery where it is located. So because it's not written here. So this is the battery pack for the. Once you will replace, just open this one and connect this one here. So here there is an electronic component here. There is a power supply here. You see here? There is a power supply. There is a pressure switch. This is open close for the ventilation. This is the pressure switch here. So we have a speaker here, the power supply, the motherboard here. This is the motherboard. The program of the machine was installed here. This is the CPU board, and this is the pressure board. This board all here. So also the display board also is here. The display board also here. From this one, see. If you see the cable here, it is going to the display here. So if there's an issue about the display, there is no display in the screen, but the ventilator is running. You should check this wire where it will go. This board here, the CPU board. It's like a computer. So what is here? What else here? So see, if you see here, there is oxygen, air, and into. So there is 3 gases also here for the cylinder. It's the same color. The same color with the hose. What is the air and what oxygen and the nitrous. It's the same connected there. So if you have some issue, if there is an issue with the leak, you should always also check in this side. This side. For example, you will not pass during the previous check. The machine will fail. The leakage is too big. So you can check in the patient module, and also you can check this one here. By visual only, because we cannot do anything for that one. We can only do at a visual. So if you see here, there's too much regulator also this one. But what is the purpose why they put this color? Meaning, if you see this one, as an engineer, if you're a technician or engineer repairing if you see this plastic putting in the screw, meaning this one is calibrated. So do not touch this one. Once you will rotate or counterclock, it will lose the calibration. So why they put this one? So meaning they put this one because this one is calibrated. Once you will return that one, you should use the machine to calibrate that one. So there is a pressure calibration. They will use that one and they will calibrate it again. That's why they put this all these things. Once you will see, if you are a service engineer already, or if you will see this one, just take in your mind, this is not, you will not touch this one or rotate this one. Because it was calibrated. Meaning they put this one, all this one here, screw, meaning it was calibrated with that pressure. So if you see the other one, no, it's all nut is no Loctite. So meaning you can adjust that one without any harm. But this one, if you will touch, it will harm you. It will harm the machine. Maybe the calibration is not already accurate. So what is here? All is already. So very important also here is how to remove this one. Removing this one is this bag, just open and remove. So here, if you see here the tidal volume is not accurate, you can do a calibration. So if you are doing calibration for the, if you see here, there is two pressure sensor. So this is flow sensor. This is the one detected the flow going to the patient. So this is inspired. That's inspired. And this is expired. So, if you see, there is an arrow. One is in, one is out. So, you cannot interchange this one because there is an arrow here. See?
Yeah.
For example, you want to replace, okay? There's an arrow here. Meaning, this is the expired, out. And this is the in, going inside. This is the inspired from that one, and this is the expired. So this is also important for the service. Once it will not accurate the tidal volume, for example, you say 500 and they are getting only 450 or 400 or maximum or more than 500. This time if there is a problem. So you should calibrate only. Once it will fix in the calibration, it's good. But if it will not fix in the calibration, you should change this one. So here, I will remove the gas. So no more gas in one here. So how to remove this one? So before you remove and open this one.
Do you have micro USB?
Micro here with this. Why? So, when remove this piston module, you can remove all. But you should remove first the canister. So once you will remove, just pull. There is no lock. But the another model, there is a lock. We should open the lock here. I think this one is. But this one, there is no lock. You just pull. Or first, we will remove this one. Just rotate and counterclockwise. Remove the bellows. And you can remove this one here by pulling this one. But how about that pulling? Sorry. We just remove this one first also. So it will not pull once it will connected. So you should remove this cover. Just press on the two button. Then you can easily remove. So this is the patient module block. So this during PM you should replace all this gasket here. Every 6 months, once you will do a PM, preventive maintenance of the machine, you should change this old gasket. This is the consumable only. Every 6 months you need to change. So there is a PM kit. So this is included. Once they will request the PM kit, if you see my PM kit here, let me take. See? So during preventive maintenance, we have a PM kit. So what is the purpose of the PM kit? So there is two types of PM kit. One is 1,000 hours. One is 1 year. One is 2 years. So this one is written here. 1 year maintenance kit. So what is the 1 year maintenance kit we need to replace? So what kit do you need to replace in the maintenance kit in 1 year? This is the one all. For the 1 year. So we have this in the top, down, and we have this one, replacement. We have diaphragm valve. Where is this diaphragm valve? It's inside of the so if you see here, where this one located, this one is here down. Once you will open this one, you just gasket you need to change. Diaphragm valve. Diaphragm valve is this one here in the APL. There is four pieces of gasket. This is where this one is 4. Okay? And there is also 4 pieces here inside. So there is below this one change, and there is also one here, 2 flow sensor, inspired and expired. Once it will have a problem with this one, just change this one and do a calibration here. So here there is a set for the here. You see here, this rubber, also this one will change, and we have a sensor. MOX2 sensor for this one. So this is the important change, and then calibration also there. We have all small O-ring for this one here. For this one here, you have 2. So we have 2. We have 2. All gasket is replaceable. You can change. So everything in the 1,000 hour, 1 year, 1 maintenance kit. All is here. Yeah, this is for 1 year. So there is also for 2 years, but we are doing this one every 1 year for replacement. So I think that's it for this one. So we have to hold also here. So the purpose for this one. This is very important. As a service engineer, this is very important. Once there is a water here, moisture or water, it will alarm the machine. It will alarm you water trap is wet. So meaning water trap is wet, this is the water trap. Meaning they trap the water here. You should clean, you should remove the water and return it back on there. So once you will return, that's only paste. It's already locked. That's it only. Because once you will put this one, it will lock. You cannot remove anymore. So it will hear the sound, make it up, it will lock already. Then just scan step one. Then lock. Okay? So already 12:30. You are already late. So that's okay. So I will leave it this one like this tomorrow. So tomorrow will again I will give you the removing this one. So remove and return tomorrow. Okay? But tomorrow maybe your colleagues will come and we will start again from the beginning. That's the problem. So you have only last day is Thursday, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So I will leave it this one. So tomorrow again. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.